On today's episode, we're going to be talking about why you need to keep that beautiful growth that you've just got throughout all of No Shave, November, Movember, whatever you're calling it, and why you should continue on and explore growing a beard for at least a year, 6 months, however long, we'd say a year. Join the journey, become a beardster. Let's get into this right now. It's November. November the 1st rocked around. You decided I'm going to grow a weirdly perverted mustache, or I'm going to go for the pyro? You know the guy I'm talking about. The big curly one. Check the image out here. Or you decided that in this 1 month, you were going to get a lovely, luscious, full growth of beard like this dude right here. It's probably unlikely that you're going to achieve those goals because growing a beard, growing a mustache takes a hell of a lot of time. I mean, it takes months and months and, well, more months. But hopefully, during this month, you've discovered something new, a new interest, a new love, and that's a love for growing some facial hair. Maybe you've just started to enjoy that stubbly appearance, those spikes of hair popping out of your chin and cheeks and under your nose. Hopefully you've had some compliments. Hopefully no one's called you, I don't know, homeless looking, trampish, messy. They're just but a few, or probably the more politer words that we beardsters have had thrown at us, especially I find in the workplace or by complete strangers that you don't really give a shit about, but they feel the need to tell you how they think you look. Now, if you have had those sort of comments thrown at you, hopefully it's not been too off-putting, too distracting, and hopefully you didn't cave and decide to go home and shave, because the truth is, as you're growing your beard and mustache, you're gonna look a little bit unkempt. I mean, at the moment, my cheeks are just sprouting with hair. My neckline has just disappeared. And I normally keep really sharp lines on my beard and neckline. So this month has meant that maybe my appearance has looked a little bit more natural rather than a little bit more kept. And I've not really had anyone say anything to me. And even if I had, I wouldn't really let it get to me. So push aside anyone's negativity, anyone's comments, because growing a beard, growing a mustache is such a good adventure, and these are some of the reasons why. Firstly, you're going to get a huge amount of patience, and I mean it. Patience is so undervalued as a virtue, as a skill, and I'm going to call it a skill because being patient isn't something that we are all naturally born with. It is something that you can learn, develop and progress with, and growing a beard you have to be patient, because the first 6 months of growth can take a long time. I mean, this beard I'm rocking at the moment is a 6-month beard that has been regularly trimmed and kept up until November. So for the 6th, so between 5 and 6 months, I've left it a little bit more natural. So it does take a little while, and I still want to get this a little bit more fuller, a little bit longer, and then I can start shaping it out. So it takes a while. But what you'll soon discover is growing a beard allows you to develop those skills of patience, and that you can then implement that into other areas of your life and improve there, because as soon as you're more patient, you're going to find a lot more opportunities coming your way. Now, funny enough, having a beard has its perks. I mean, when I'm at the office all day, I look around and I see the bearded people, very few of them actually, despite this whole thing that having a beard is on trend, it's mainstream, and I guess it is a lot more in our culture now. But some people just have a light beard, or they have a 1-month beard, or a couple of weeks worth of stubble or beard growth, depending on what you want to call that. But if you go for the few months, the 6 months, the year, a beard for a year, you'll soon find that your appearance looks slightly different to everyone else, and you might become that little bit more memorable, which is really good if you're trying to go for a new job, a progression, or just trying to go that little bit further in life, make new contacts, maybe set up a business, because people are going to think of you, oh, he was the bearded guy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So it's got its perks there for you guys. So There's another good thing about having a beard. Health benefits. There's so many of them. We're just going to go on a couple of them. That we grow beards and we can help prevent allergens getting into our faces. That means that you're not going to be a sneezing mess come summertime. If you've been growing a beard from November to June, when all that hay fever season's out, your beard is just going to be like a natural filter getting rid of all that pollen. I think that's pretty good. And another thing about summertime, your beard helps deflect UV rays. Gives you a small amount of protection, not a lot, but it's better than nothing. So you're going to have a normal face rather than a burnt red orange face with snot pouring down, because your beard's there and it's going to stop that. There's one small downside though to having a beard, and it's a very minor one. It just makes drinking a cappuccino and eating anything that may have a liquid in it, or a custard or a sauce or ice cream, a little bit more difficult. So you've got to become a little bit more adventurous. You've got to learn a new way to eat. When you bite that burger, you can't just bite into it and let the sauce go all down your beard, because I mean it will trickle through every nook and cranny and little canyons that you didn't even realise you had in that beard until you feel that juice go all the way down and come down and appear down your neck somehow an hour later. So just be wary of that side. It's a very small price to pay. And hopefully what you've realised is that having a beard gives you a lot more opportunities with style, with looks, because you can go for a full beard, you can fade your beard, you can go for just some stubble, you can go for the mustache, you can go for all sorts of different styles of beard, and if you don't like it, you can just grow it back. You can experiment with different haircuts that complement your hair. You can shave your hair off because your beard will do the work for you. So hopefully you guys after this month will decide not to pick up your Harry's or Gillette or your cheap disposable Lidl's razor. And the next time you do pick up a razor, hopefully it's just to give your cheek line a sharper look. And we hope that you have enjoyed this month of No Shave November. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.